All right, let's get into it. We've got a story today that has everything. World leaders, a super awkward public display of affection, and, you guessed it, a social media meltdown for the ages. This is about one handshake that is literally shaking up global politics. And if you're ready for the drama, go ahead and smash that like button right now. And hey, while you're at it, hit subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Let's get into why this one picture matters so much. Okay, so how does a single photo cause this massive international firestorm? Well, it turns out it's what happens when world leaders get, let's just say, a little too friendly. The whole thing kicked off with this one simple gesture, a handshake. Or wait, was it more of a handhold? Honestly, the internet is still fighting about it. So let's set the scene. You've got India's Prime Minister Modi and Russia's President Putin. And what are they doing? Holding hands. But where they're doing it is the real kicker, at an explicitly anti-Western summit in China. Yeah, this was not just some casual greeting. This was a statement. And let me tell you, this little moment of friendship sent someone completely over the edge. The reaction was pretty intense. Which brings us to the response. Of course, former President Donald Trump jumped onto Truth Social with a completely unfiltered rant, and it was a doozy. He started by calling the U.S. relationship with India, and I'm quoting here, a totally one-sided disaster. His biggest beef? It's all about the money. He claimed India was hitting the U.S. with the most of any country when it came to high tariffs. So when he heard that India had maybe offered to cut those tariffs, his reaction was basically too little, too late. He just said they should have done so years ago. You can just feel the frustration. And that frustration, it wasn't just talk. It came with a big number, 50%. That's the massive tariff he had slapped on India for buying Russian oil, a move that pretty much set the stage for all the tension we're seeing today. But look, this hand-holding thing didn't just happen out of nowhere. We gotta look at the bigger picture here, the event everyone's calling the Bromance Summit. This all went down at a meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or SCO. And here's what you need to know about the SCO. It's basically a political and security club run by China and Russia, and it's got a very clear anti-Western agenda. And the stars of the show? It was this trio, Putin, Modi, and China's Xi Jinping. I mean, they were putting on a huge display of unity, laughing, smiling, and yeah, a lot more hand-holding. And their goal was not subtle at all. They were putting on a show, showcasing their vision for a new world order. One where, the U.S. isn't calling all the shots. And the really wild part about all of this is just how fast everything is changing. The shift in these huge global relationships has been absolutely stunning. I mean, just look at this. A year ago, just 1 year ago, the Biden administration was calling U.S. India relations stronger than ever. Fast forward to today, and experts are calling it a dramatic shift. Talk about geopolitical whiplash, right? So that leaves us with the million-dollar question. What is really going on? Why this sudden, massive split between the U.S. and the biggest democracy in the world? Well, a lot of people are pointing fingers right back at those super aggressive tariffs. The thinking is that by hitting India so hard economically, the U.S. might have accidentally shoved them right into the arms of China and Russia. Okay, so let's zoom out. What's the bottom line here? What are the big takeaways from all this drama and diplomacy? Here's what you got to keep your eyes on. 1, we might be seeing a brand new, very powerful alliance forming between Russia, China, and now India. 2, this is, without a doubt, a direct challenge to the West's influence on the world stage. And 3, things are about to get even crazier, because this trio is scheduled to meet with North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Yeah. So all of this really leaves us with one massive looming question. There's a new power bloc forming right in front of us. The real question is the West even ready for what's coming next? But what do you all think? Is this a major, permanent shift in global power, or just a temporary spat? I want to know what you think. Drop your theories in the comments below. And of course, if you learned something today, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe for more explainers that get straight to the point. Thanks for hanging out.